Good morning, friends. Hello, hello. Hey, Cecile. How are you this morning? Good morning, everybody. Hey, Karen. Good morning to you. Hello. Hope things are grand and beautiful Fall River right now. Looking forward to getting home. Good morning, everyone. Hey, Karen. Good morning. Hope it's a good day. It has been a great time here in beautiful Milwaukee. And I'm just packing up and going to be on a plane here in a few hours. Uh, it is. It's been a great meeting here in Wisconsin. Oh, good news. That's great. Great to hear, Karen. Glad you're well. Good morning. Good, good, good. The skies here are still pretty smoky. The Canadian fires are have this place pretty well socked in, and you know, as my uh, as my North Carolina trucker friends used to say, it smells like a tar fire. So it is. It's a little caustic to be outside, but that's brand new. That hasn't been most of our time here. Most of our time here has been terrific. So thanks. Oh, thanks for that. That's great. All right, let's get going this morning, as it is the 28th day of June. 20, I'm not. Let's not get rid of summer yet. It's the 28th day of June here on this Wednesday at 11:11, and I'm glad you're here. Glad you're with us and a part of this journey. This hallway behind me, that if you're watching on video, if you're with us right now, that this hallway behind me that was just a few hours ago was just full of people and was teeming with all of the delegates from all over the country, was saying their goodbyes, the working groups kind of doing their last thing here, and all of the 200 and nearly 300, 250 to 300 delegates that were here have are since in the process of now of departing and heading their way out back to their respective churches and their places. As I reflect on it, I realize I've been doing this for about 10 years now. I think my first convention was in Omaha, and so I haven't been every year, but I've been, but pretty much over the last 10 years, with some of the break of COVID time, of course, and you get to know delegates from all over the country. Churches I'll never get the chance to visit, but I get to be a part of. I feel like I'm a part of their ministry because I check in and I see what's happening with them, and all of that. I watch the inevitable flow of time that comes as a part of that. I watch people who 10 years ago were, active and robust, and through, a number of health, problems, and just what life has brought them over the past few years. You see them diminished, and you see them kind of beginning to fade in some ways, and you see people that were, that used to come as children now have found their way to into some leadership positions, and doing great things, and within the context of the church. And there's no big mystery about the flow of time. But one of the things is this question about how we negotiate these things that time and life brings us, right? Because the reality is that life brings us things over time. We may not, we're certainly actors within our lives, and we do things, and we have things to do, and we have problems to solve. Oh, we all got problems. We got problems to solve and all the things. But at the same time, life comes to us on life's terms. And that's what I want us to think about today is, as I watch, one pastor I know particularly well who just has been dynamic and incredible ministry over time, and has had over the past years some real health issues and real struggles, and we're really lucky to have him on this side of the veil, I think, and still in some ways, and to see him, you know, far diminished from his original capacity when I first met him, and just one of these incredibly sharp minds, but also encountered with a huge heart and love for humanity, and to see that begin to shake and to shimmy and to the wheels to come off for a little bit here and there, and in all of that, though, to also see him negotiating that, and to see him moving through that, and to really see him meeting life on life's terms, that he didn't necessarily ask for the health problems that he had, or ask for the trouble that had come to him over these times, or ask for his life to be diminished in the way it was. He didn't seek it out, and we all like to put blame on things, like, well, oh, he had lung cancer. Was he a smoker? We always like to do these things because we like to think that somehow our agency is what got us there. It was our series of bad choices, or our series of, and I mean, one of the great realities is 2 out of the 5 or 3 out of the 5 people that end up getting lung cancer actually never smoke. We have all of these lenses that we like to put on the world, kind of imagining that we're somehow in charge of these things, but the reality is, and we know that you live this life for a little while, and you come to realize that we're really struck to live life on life's terms, and seeing my fellow delegates and seeing their transformation over time, but also seeing how they're negotiating and how their faith brings them to negotiate these things, because we've been told over time, I think, and I think there's a thread within Christianity that would tell us that this is kind of the great escape pod, right? Like that we're somehow this and kind of set up in this way that our faith leads us to this great escape, where we just got to get out of here, we got to, our bodies will break down, things will, so we just got to escape. We've got to escape the world. We have to escape our problems. We've got to escape the troubles I've seen. We've got to escape this world, and I think that is spirituality. I think it's particularly Christianity, 180 degrees out, 180 degrees out. And in fact, that I think was when you look at the development of the early church, what they were reacting to was actually this escapist mechanism that we see in so many of the early heresies of the church. Now, no need to get into doctrine, but the thing is what when we talk about Jesus who came into the world to be as we are, God who comes into the world to be as we are, that this is not the great escape pod. This is the great engagement pod. This is the great way of engaging our life. This is the great engagement plan for our life. And so that to watch, these particularly saintly people that I've met over time that have been committed to the church and walk out their lives and walk out what life has brought them, and that they end up meeting life on life's terms. If life brought them unhealth, they still love and live and have their being in that life. That it's not that they're not just sitting away hoping that Jesus will take them home tomorrow, or that they'll be lifted up in the great by and by, but that there is this way in which we come to engage this life, even with its frailties and its brokenness, with its betrayals, with its broken hearts, with its fractured minds, with its uncertainty, and with its straight up evils and the things that would seek to destroy us. In Matthew 6:21, which is the fun thing about this is a little aside about Matthew 6:21, is it's also one of the few pieces of scripture that is quoted in Harry Potter. That in fact this is maybe the central. If you think about the Harry Potter story, this in many ways may be the central theme of the Harry Potter story. And so if you're a Harry Potter fan, I'll let you chew on that one. You get that one for free. But it is this: for where your treasure is, there will you be your heart also. You hear that and you think like, oh well, what am I spending my money on? But that's not a real treasure. That's not a real treasure. Our real treasure is what we give our attention to and what we give our time to. What we give our attention to and what we give our time to. Because, friends, that is the real currency of life. Dollars will come and go. Diamonds and jewels and gold will come and go. The material wealth of things will come and go. But the real treasure of life, the equal treasure that every rich man and every poor person has, is our time and our attention and energy. And where we put that is what we end up loving. Now we can put that into the brokenness of the world. We can put that into I'm not the person I used to be, or we can put that into this concentration on all the things that we've lost and all the things that are breaking down and all the things that are coming apart. Or we can I saw witnessed again and again by my fellow delegates here and or my fellow attendees at the conference this week, this beautiful embodied grace of a life lived on life's terms, understanding that life is going to bring us hardship. It's going to bring us an eventual breakdown of body. It's going to bring us things that we would rather not have in it. And yet to live it, to truly continue to live it on life's terms, to live it in great Harry Potter fashion, to wish you had a mom and a dad, but to realize that to live your life fully still as an orphan, to live fully with all of these handicapped and broken ways. I give you that one for free, but I think in many ways that one line is the central theme of what J.K. Rowling is going for throughout this journey of Harry Potter, is this invitation for us. Think about any character, to live life on life's terms. Though they may not be ideal, they may not be the ones we want. They may be broken. They may be diminished. They may feel unjust. They may feel downright evil, conspiring for us and against us. But whatever they are, it is this breath that we have right now, this heart that beats in our chest, this mind that turns with whatever efficacy we still has left, this body that moves through the world, is still a life to be lived. And so let us place our treasure someplace beautiful. Let us place the attention of our days on the beauty of the life within the beauty of the life that we have, not the beauty of the life that we want, not the beauty that we wish we had, not the life that we used to have, or maybe not the life that we could have someday in the future, but the one we have right now. And let us discover our own hearts once again, our own ability to love the life that we have in whatever form we might have it, and to take life on life's terms, and not as a escape plan to get out of this world, but as an engagement plan to get into the fullness and the beauty of the life that God has given us right here and right now. I am looking forward to getting back to Fall River and getting back to the life that we have together as a church. I'm looking forward to getting back to, I've been enriched by this time, but I am missing all of you and being in our fair city. And so I'm going to head out and go get ready to engage the life I have on Delta Airlines. And we'll see you tomorrow back amongst the faithful in beautiful Fall River, Massachusetts. All right, friends, peace and grace, and let your treasure and your heart be the very same of things. Peace and grace to you, my friends, and we'll pick it up tomorrow with another 11:11.